Welcome to week 2 of Mythbusters. And what we're going to be doing this week is we're going to take a look at a myth that I heard a long time ago, back in the day on the street. And the myth is that if you fill a tennis ball with a bunch of match heads, in this case we'll probably use close to 1,000 match heads, if you fill it up and then you throw the tennis ball up against a brick wall, the tennis ball will explode because of all the match heads. So we're going to test that myth out today and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a pretty good explosion. But first, we need to do a little leg work. We need to cut all the match heads off of the matches. We need to fill the tennis ball, and then we'll go test out the experiment. So you guys come with me as we get ready. Cut all the match heads, found the tennis ball, filled the tennis ball with match heads, and as you saw, I filled the tennis ball with some strikers from the back of the match book. So that way, when we throw the tennis ball up against the wall, the match heads will rub up against the strikers and hopefully ignite and cause an explosion. So let's go take a look. We'll have to go outside up against the brick wall and see if the myth is true or not.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to chunk this ball up against the wall, and hopefully we'll get a pretty good explosion. Now, you're asking how hard do you have to throw the ball to get the explosion? Well, in Little League, I was clocked at throwing 55 miles an hour. And I know you're asking yourself, how in the world did he not go pro? And that's a whole other story. So really what we're going to do is, I've been working out. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. And I'm going to chunk it and see if we get an explosion.
Give me time, give me space. Give me real, give me fame. Strength, reserve, control.
All right, guys. Obviously, you saw what happened. A huge explosion. The myth is true, okay? So it's a true myth. Let's go try and see if we can find the ball. I have no idea where it went. Let's go. All right, guys, as you can see, here's a tennis ball that we used. We're about 20 yards from where we threw it, and so not only did the matches explode, but it kind of shot the tennis ball off like a rocket. Take a look at what the tennis ball looks like. As you can see, it's very charred. There's some smoke coming out. Quite a bit of burnt match heads that are falling out of the tennis ball. Let me encourage you guys and remind you that this is definitely not something you want to do at home. Please don't go home and try this, because you will catch yourself on fire or you'll catch your house on fire. Neither one of those things is a good thing. So this week, the myth is true. So no busted myth this week. Come back next week and we'll check out what we got. See you guys next week.
Tell me you're